Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back, welcome back. We have the new patch here and new update. Interstellar Bazaar has come around, and there is no lucky draw anymore. And look what we have here. I have 3 Starbreak nanocores. I decided to go with it because it is a significant upgrade over the blue nanocore that the Marshal did have. It's also the only purple nanocore it has. The only downside to this core currently is that it does not have the AI capability, which could be a little bit too powerful if it got that. So let's have a look at what we're working with on the core itself. We're not going to pay attention to the DPS until I can get out to space, and I can set all that up. Alright, so here's what we're looking at. I have used literally almost everything I have to try to upgrade this core. But if you want to get good use out of it, at least get to the second upgrade. Everything after that is just kind of a nice benefit. For example, on this core, you have an absolute boatload of warp stab you can get on it. 5 warp stability there, 3 warp stability there. This can go up to 6 warp stability, so you can get a lot of warp stability. Unfortunately, I don't have any more refactoring things because I would be trying to roll this for a missile turret damage instead of the flight velocity. Your options on this core are the Starbreak Reforge, the missile damage, and flight velocity. Those are your options. I have not tried the Starbreak Reforge yet. I will probably look at that when I either feel like I don't need this much damage, or if I have access to the gold nanocorn in the near future, if they update it to have it. I really think they should have it be able to be upgraded, but as it currently sits, you can just fit it. You can't actually upgrade it to a gold. So, overall, it's a very good core, especially for PvP. It gives you a lot of damage options, and it gives you a lot of escape options by having that extra warp stability. The cost of the core is 2,500 Aurum in order to guarantee yourself a Marshal nanocore. So you'd have to go through the Marshal Lucky Draw nanocore here. And if you get 50 of these, and you apply your 50% off coupon, it's 2,500 Aurum. You can get lucky in getting it from the event, the region development. Some of these will have the Marshal core here for running it 20 times, but that is only a chance to unlock it. And I don't think that's worth your time. I personally went with this one because I could get the chance to have either the neural implant stuff or like get a gold core for my weapon implants. So that would be nice. You can see here I've been able to do 2 draws in total. In order to do that, you have to do 20 rewards to guarantee, or 20 rolls in order to guarantee any one of these options. And every 20 rolls after that, you will also get another chance at these. I think there's like a really low chance of getting these rewards in between the 20 rolls, but it's guaranteed at 20. I did actually manage to get one of these Starbreak capital ship cores. I think I grabbed the Karura just because I run missiles mostly, and missiles is probably what I'll go for if I ever move into a capital ship for events. So yeah, there we have it. Hello, hello. Welcome, Azim. I was able to sell off 2 of my nanocore, my gold nanocore drops that I got. So now I'm up to 63 billion. And yes, I did actually end up deciding to go with the Starbreak core. And what made up my mind on that is, look, it has the thermal option, or explosive, or kinetic, or EM. So it's good for all uses in all regions. But like it's got so much warp stability on here. There's 6 points for that one, 5 points for that one, and 3 points for that one. It's like 14 points of warp stability on this if you max it out. You've also got just damage across the board. There is no useless skills on here. It is a perfect PvP core. The only thing that this core doesn't get the AI core upgrade. So we're still waiting on that. Let me go ahead and undock, and we'll do some mission running and
undocking.
Have a look at the DPS we're going to be outputting. Before this patch, we were at just below 5,000 DPS, I think it was. Yeah, it's a super incredible core for PvP. Well, When you look at it, it is 2,500 orums, so that's somewhere in the range of $70 or $80. And yeah, that's expensive. That's a lot to ask. But it's not nearly as bad as trying to get your hands on the Marshal itself, which was $160 for a Marshal. What do you think about the look? It actually is like a metallic coloration. So this white is actually more of a chrome. So that's pretty cool. I like it. It looks fantastic. I think this core is easily the best looking core out there right now. There are very few cores that I would say contend with the looks of something like this. The coloration on it is just fantastic. Alright, so we've got our thermal missiles on right now. So this is our damage with the thermal missiles and no rapid fire module active. And this is with the rapid fire module. We're still sitting at that 3-second activation time. But now we're looking at the same DPS as my Raven Navies. A little bit lower, but not much. That can be fixed with having the AI core. I don't know that I want the Marshals to be that much more powerful than a Raven Navy, but I think they are certainly better than what I run on the Raven Navies for everything. Something to note on that core, we have the option of the Starbreak Reforge thing, which will heal your highest quantity, whether shield or armor. So in my case, when I activate that, if I have it on at the time, it will give me 30% of my shield hit points back. If I had more armor, it would give me 30% of the armor hit points back. There may be some other hidden features and things, but that's what it does. And it sounds like you can store it up to 3 times, so you can probably activate it 3 times and then it has to like recharge or something. So you'll have 3 pops of 30% of your health coming back. That'll be really good for PvP.
Autopilot engaged.
So you'll notice I have my music off today because I don't want to have the chance of like copyright strike or anything yet. I have no idea if any of the music in this game, when they do an update, is going to flag a copyright. So I'm gonna wait a while before I hear it on the stream. But it sounds great. I like the rock style music of it.
Destination reached.
It's actually a lot cheaper to get the pacifier and the other one, the cruiser. And it's like half the cost of all of that. Quite a few missions this time around. Oh yeah, no, it is absurd. You have to spend like a ton of money. I mean, you could get lucky like I did and get the core from buying the Marshal boxes that I bought. So now I'm sitting on this Starbreak Karura core. Don't even know what I'm gonna do with it because I don't own a Karura, and it'll be like 2 years before I even have a chance to get one from the events.
Autopilot engaged.
Yeah, the keyboard is yeah. I mean, I could own a Karura right now, I think, at 63 billion.
Warp drive active.
But it'd be hard pressed to find one for that kind of a price. Most of them are sitting around 78 to 90. It'll be good to have this core in particular for the Karura. If I decide to get one, just because of all the warp stability and stuff that you can get on it. The other options you have instead of warp stability are flight velocity, shield hit points, or armor hit points. So if you want to be like extraordinarily tanky and not care about trying to get away, there's also an option there.
Destination reached.
Go ahead and start up my fleet. Did you go and reset your character portrait? Yeah. Now imagine having three chances to get 30% of your health back, whatever it is, shield or armor, whichever one's highest. That's actually crazy. That's a lot of tank. I was going to fleet. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at any of the new portraits. I wasn't sure if I wanted to anyway. I'm fine with what I've got.
Fleet warp.
Is there anything in particular that's like really cool?
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Nice.
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Yeah, the extra thermal damage really helps this thing out.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
I hope I can get the last set of thermal damage, because
We're
that's
under
going
attack.
to really help out with DPS. Another like 10% or whatever would be nice.
Fleet warp.
That was quick. I thought I was on the second wave. I do love the
Warp drive
fiery
active.
interstellar bazaar symbol on this.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, this nanocore looks awesome in space. Alright, Ism, take care and be safe.
Enemy ships
I think we're
detected.
actually one-shotting the frigates now. Which would be nice.
We're under attack. Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
Just gonna run the Marshal with only one Nosferatu for now.
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected. Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, there's no doubt that this particular nanocore is the current best nanocore. It's also the only purple nanocore for the Marshal. But now that this nanocore is out, you can get your hands on the blue nanocore for the Marshal much less expensive than you would otherwise. Right now, I just saw a few on the market for about 1.2 to 1.6 billion for the blue nanocore for the Marshal. So if you're looking to pick one up and you didn't have one before, now would be the time as people try to get rid of their nanocores that they had.
Fleet warp.
And speaking of which, I gotta check to see if they've added a certain tactical
Warp drive
module
active.
Nope, still just the Citadel tactical module, so that's fine.
We're under attack.
If you're looking for the Marshal to be
We're
your
under
PvP
attack.
ship, I would think that the Citadel module plus the Starbreak
We're
core
under
is
attack.
going to do way better than anything else. Especially in PvP. For PvE, if you're doing high-set content like I am, then the rapid fire module is better. If you're doing null set
Enemy
content, the
ships
Citadel
detected.
module is better.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're under attack.
They are tearing through these ships pretty quickly. They did before, but now it's much quicker.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to set up my missions for the event pass. Nope. It's Starbreak. No, cluster jamming, yep. Yes. 20 days. Ooh, that's a long event.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. under attack.
If I get the 4 encounter missions, that's the last one I can do.
Fleet war.
Cluster jamming again. Go ahead and go to my
Warp drive
missions.
active.
That's because I just moved everything to my main character. Gotta wait for the bounty hit to come through. Look at the animation on the fire.
Enemy ships detected.
That's so good. I love this sort of like halo thing that's up here. That's really cool.
Enemy ships detected.
I'm happy that this core is actually like a really good core. Because if they added another core like the Sun Chaser, and that's all it was, it would just be so disappointing. Sun Chaser can be useful, but it's not a core that you would want normally. Not unless you had a very specific use for it.
Fleet warp.
Yeah, I just got one mission done, so now I can go do my mission resets.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Let's see here. We're looking for the 4 encounters. Bounty, 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 2 encounter, okay.
Enemy ships detected.
Okay, there's my bounty tick. I don't know if that was a good bounty tick or not. I'll have to look. Okay, that was a 9.8 million. I think we could have like a 10 millionist bounty tick then. Very easily, actually.
Enemy ships detected.
I need to have the 2 encounter mission. Okay, that is all of them set up and ready to go.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
I usually try to double any bounty ticks that are around 10 million or higher. And anything lower than that is not worth my time.
Enemy ships detected.
Well, with 5,410, and we activate everything, it puts us at 7,700. That's not bad.
Enemy ships detected.
If
We're
I was just
under
looking to
attack.
burst something down, that's enough DPS.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Fleet warp.
Let's see about my reset timer here.
Warp drive active.
14 more seconds.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Got another one in system. And then we'll go over to perimeter. That is in perimeter, so we'll do that.
Enemy ships detected.
Okay. Nice. Lots of missions in perimeter.
Enemy ships detected.
We will actually get to see a lab today, so that's nice. See how quickly the ships handle it. And it's gonna be a while before we
Fleet warp.
It'll be a while before we get there, but as soon as I get to perimeter, I want to do
Warp
it.
drive active.
The lab. Did we get any labs in perimeter? No, it went in Vamiet.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
At some point, I need to make a personal star chart of my region right now. I know I can just look at the star chart in game, but it's really hard for me to
Enemy ships
tell
detected.
which system is connecting where right off the bat. And so if I do it myself, I'll have a much better chance of remembering where some of these systems are around me. So far, I'm happy with it. I'm not seeing anything wrong right off the bat other than not getting a gold 4 option, which they need to add,
Enemy ships
and I think they
detected.
should add it.
We're under attack.
I don't really know how healthy that is for balance, but other ships are
We're under attack.
significantly more powerful, and they have gold 4s. so I don't know.
We're under attack.
It's definitely something they should look into activating.
Fleet warp.
Here we go. Yeah, we're cruising right on through these missions. That's not bad at all.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
You'll notice I'm doing quite a bit higher damage on average. And that is
Detected.
mainly down to
We're
having
under
that
attack.
thermal missile buff. Without that buff, I'm only getting the thermal missile implant buff. And that's a good one, but it's not quite like the
We're
full
under
effect.
attack. Enemy ships detected.
The Marshal still has a ridiculous capacitor. Did they fix the shield bug yet? No, they didn't. Okay, it's fine. I guess now it'll be lore that the shields were so small just to protect vital components and not the whole ship.
Fleet warp.
So the first bounty tick I got was a 9.8 million. That's a pretty good one for just starting off for the
Warp
day.
drive active.
But this one we should see the full effect. And then when we get to perimeter, I have a lab plus a bunch of missions that I can do. We're like so close to breaking that 10 million, 11 million bounty tick. And I actually would have been there had I used some of my modules as I was going.
Enemy ships detected.
So this is the first time where my alts actually have higher DPS than my main. And that's just very amusing for me. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I am noticing that I am actually one-shotting the frigates now instead of leaving them on, like, no health. So that's a significant improvement. And I think I'm also one-shotting the destroyers pretty easily. I'm barely two-shotting the cruisers.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Oh yeah, it's noticeable the difference between having a good purple nanocore versus like a blue nanocore. I mean, that's 12,000 right there. That's another 10,000 over there. 10,000. So yeah, it's a pretty average roll for them. I wish I could offset them just a little bit more instead of them essentially firing at almost the same time.
Enemy ships detected.
But I don't think it'll matter in the end. Because that may actually be slower in some cases because of the delay between activating the weapon system itself.
Enemy ships detected.
I just had to go through all of my event missions as well. I forgot about it. This is actually a pretty good event. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Fleet
Well,
warp.
that was certainly about to tick.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, there it is, 11.1 million. And that's without a lab. Yeah, so that was like a 67 million bounty tick after doubling it. In comparison to that, that's the same bounty tick I would get doing a 5 million lab.
Enemy ships detected.
So now I'm significantly more efficient at clearing these anomalies to the point where I actually don't need a lab to get those kind of ticks. And when I do have a lab, I'm going to be able to add normal missions to it and get a much better tick than I could before.
Enemy ships detected.
There's literally no real reason why I would ever have to fly a carrier or a dreadnought at this point for what I would normally do. Yeah, I would still fly a carrier or a dreadnought if I was out in nullsec for a period of time running capital anomalies, but for now I'm just having fun. Oh, so quick.
Fleet warp.
I also like that the rapid fire module plus this setup really nice.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I mean, in HiSec, the only two carriers you can fly are Lucent Moon and Cyan Sea, so if I'm getting the same bounty tick doing this as I would the Cyan or the Lucent, which I am, there's no point in me having those ships. Those ships rely so heavily on getting a lab to spawn in order to get a good bounty tick. These three ships way outperform a Cyan in HiSec.
Enemy ships detected.
Lucent Moon doesn't even stand a chance versus the Cyan either. Like, Lucent is just so slow to warp. Now, if they do end up bringing, like, the Marauders or make some Concord Dreadnought or something, I'll probably get my
Enemy
hands on
ships
that.
detected.
I don't know, maybe a Tricolavian Dreadnought shows up. Who knows?
We're under attack.
Yeah, I had a Lucent Moon when it first came out, before it had the lock timer. And oh my gosh, that was slow.
Fleet war.
I did like having the light fighters on it. Not light fighters, the destroyers and the frigates.
Warp drive active.
That was a lot of fun to have that capability on a high-sec carrier. But it was literally doing the same thing my Cyan was at the time, so I just sold it. And then I eventually sold the Cyans.
We're under attack.
Yeah, I want to show you,
Under attack.
I've got that, come on, game, there it is, Karura Starbreak. You've got options of capacitor and stabilizer, all damage, a bunch of explosion velocity and disruptive lance range.
Detected.
It's kind of a weird core for the Karura. Let's see, have they adjusted the insurance cost? Oh, they did.
Enemy ships detected.
They adjusted the insurance cost to now, 89 billion or something like that. $93 billion, with 83,000 as the original compensation. 10,000 isn't that bad. Now that they've got the, that new upgraded skill from the 25%. Okay. Oh, good. I think that was all the missions I had here. We're gonna go to perimeter and do a lab. And as many missions as I can within the bounty tick.
Autopilot engaged. Warp drive active.
What is it now? 40% insurance claim reduction. That's nice. And I did learn that that insurance claim cost that you saw there, the 10,000, that is including the reduction from the ship itself.
Warp drive active. Destination reached.
Aw, shoot. I just remembered what I did. Oh well. I forgot to grab new missions when I was in foreign. Oh, it doesn't matter. I have them here. I didn't forget. It's fine. Yeah, now the insurance is actually almost reasonable. Rescue deserted lab.
Fleet warp.
Should be able to do this pretty quick.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under
I guess if I'm gonna see how quick I can go, I might as well just activate my modules and clear out waves. Yeah, it's really cool. It's like having like wings or a cape or something. It's kind of cool. It's actually very similar to the one for the experimental destroyer and cruisers. Cosmic, whatever it was.
enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
It's the rookie discount one. You see that trail there? That is actually very similar to that. Oh, that's just like not even a single threat in this lab.
Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, I think the Comet Core is the only other core with stuff that comes off of the ship itself. The Dragon Chant doesn't do it. Neon Rain doesn't do it. None of the basic purple cores do it.
We're under attack.
So it's nice that they're actually having stuff coming off of the ship. Although I do know that the holographic anime girls, they hover above the ship, but it's not the same effect. It's not as though the ships are burning in flight. Or like re-entering atmosphere.
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, there's not a single thing labs are gonna do now that we have this level of clear time. I'll be interested to see what kind of
Enemy ships
bounty
detected.
tick we end up with. Yeah, the targets being locked up is a real pain. Thank God these weapons are on a 3-second timer and not a 2-second activation.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
I'm so surprised that this core just naturally can have 14 warp stability on it. If that doesn't say that they want you to yeet these ships at something, I don't know what does. Okay, cleared that out.
Fleet warp.
Dang.
Warp drive active.
Hey, there's a 5 million lab here.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
There goes the bounty tick for foreign. That's crazy. We only just got that bounty tick after we left
Enemy ships
foreign,
detected.
and we were able to clear
We're under
a
attack.
4 million lab within that time, and jump 2 systems,
We're under
and
attack.
sit around trying to figure out why I didn't grab my missions while I was in foreign. That's something. Thank God these ships have like a 7 AU warp speed. Because that's probably what made the difference. Compared to like what I would do in the Raven. Which I am getting ready to get rid of my Raven Navy and my Dominic's Navy. I've gone through and reset their nanocores and analyzed them already. So now I just gotta get rid of the ships and the modules themselves.
Fleet warp.
I'm gonna wait till the bounty tick comes through for perimeter first before I go do the 5 million lab.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Yeah. Easiest printer. And once it gets a gold core, it's gonna be really hard to top that.
Enemy ships detected.
It'll be very scary once the Marshal starts having, like, gold core access.
We're under attack. Enemy ships.
Or just one step closer.
We're being warp scrambled. We're under attack.
So I'm willing to bet that we'll see one of two things in the Christmas update. Yeah, I'll let the AI run missions with these. All I'll do is, I'll swap out the damage control for another red, and I'll let the ship handle it by itself. It could actually probably do it like this without care. I don't think it would matter to the AI core. It just won't AI the lab very well.
Fleet warp.
So I'm willing to bet that this Christmas, we will see faction dreadnoughts,
Warp drive active.
or very possibly we might see the Marauders, or we might see our first introduction of Fortizars.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Yeah, I really don't see the AI having any issues with this bit in high sec. Yeah, I am so ready for Marauders.
Enemy ships detected. We're
I
under
don't know how
attack.
they'll compare to, like, the Marshal at this point, because from what I'm seeing, the
under
Marshal
attack.
is supposed to be worse than a Marauder in EVE Online. It's just really rare, so it's expensive and hard to get. But if Marauders are going to come into the game stronger than the Marshal, which
Fleet
they
warp.
may end up doing, that's gonna be interesting. I think the Marshal is gonna be a better ship for, like, flexibility and
Warp drive active.
overall use, but the Marauders are just gonna be a mission running monster. And they do PvP pretty well. When set up for PvP, they really do hold up against a lot of things. So if you remember, when they first released the Striker battleship, and how huge of a jump that was between the Tech 10 battleships we were used to flying, that's gonna be the same feeling when Marauders comes out. There's gonna be a super large increase in capability when we get them. Alright, those are bounties hit, which means I need to get ready for the 5 million lab after this mission. You know, I really hope in the back of my mind that they didn't translate Citadel to Bastion because they messed up. I hope they did it as a teaser for what's coming. What if the Marshal gets the Bastion module on top of, like, its other things that it can use?
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Okay, here's the 5 millionest lab.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Uh, let me tell you about it. Let me find it first. Alright, Bastion module. For us, it would be a mid-slot module. That can only be used by Marauders. Its cycle time is 60 seconds. It's like the Dreadnought, showdown mode, I guess is what we call it. And it will give the following positive and negative effects. 50% reduction to turret and missile launcher cycle activation, i.e. doubling the rate of fire and thus doubling the DPS. It is not stacking penalized. We get a 25% increase to missile velocity, turret optimal range, turret fall off range. That bonus is stacking penalized. A 100% shield boost and armor repair amount. 30% shield, armor, and structure resistance to all damage while active. This result, it does have stacking penalties with damage control and reactive partners. This results in a more than 40% increase in effective tank. It gives a 100... It gives a 100% sensor strength, which can be interpreted as 50% ECM resistance, so we will have both. So you're going to double your lock time, and you're going to resist ECM effects by 50%. It completely takes you down to 0 movement, so you cannot move while activated. You cannot dock, you cannot tether, and you cannot enter warp while active. It will apply a 60-second weapon timer to you. So the Bastion cycle will last for 60 seconds, and then for 60 seconds after that, you are weapon timer locked. Meaning, if you wanted to attack somebody or whatever, it would call the cops on you, I guess, in that game. And then the biggest negative of all of this is it has a 95% reduction to friendly healing. So anybody trying to heal you will not be able to do so effectively. So take that into account and think how much better that is than the Marshal, just from that module alone. If you're flying something like a Paladin or the Kronos, that double activation time completely nukes your capacitor.
We're under attack.
Most ships can't handle that capacitor.
We're under attack.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll be different in this game. It may be that when it comes to Eve Echoes, it won't give you that, 60-second lock time other than like we have on the Citadel module and the Siege module. It'll probably act very similar to that. Or the Showdown mode, if you've ever had to use that. Wow, we are just blowing through this, aren't we? I haven't even, like, paid attention all that much. What wave are we on? Wave 4? Wave 3? I mean, the Bastion module is really just a hyper powerful version of the Citadel module that we currently have. But honestly, the tank is holding out just fine like this. If next wave is wave 5, we'll see if I even have to use the damage control.
Enemy ships detected.
Go ahead and activate all of my PPS. So here's what I'm sitting on. I'm sitting on almost 8,000 DPS on all 3 of my ships. They all spawn so far away, I wouldn't even have a reason to use my damage control. Yep, almost 24k. Of course, normally it's only gonna be 5, 10, 15, 16 and a half thousand,
We're under
which is like a
attack.
really weak cyan.
We're under attack.
Yeah, I'm super happy with the performance of this core. I don't know, man.
We're under attack.
I think I like it.
We're under attack.
And the only reason I would want the AI core for this particular nanocore is so I can have both the the Starbreak, what is that, Reforge, and the missile turret damage active. That's the only reason I would want an AI core.
We're under attack.
Yeah. No, it's insane how fast this thing actually cleared this wave. I'm pretty sure that was like Cyan speed of clear time. Cyan might be just a little bit faster at clearing it.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive
Hey.
active.
This core kinda fire though.
We're under attack.
I can only imagine that we'll eventually get like a Cyber X core for this ship or the Marauders, and that's just gonna destroy balance.
Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, I'm debating whether or not I even need that damage control. I mean, it's really good for those, like, oh no situations, but with how quickly we just cleared out the enemies on wave 5, I didn't even have to think about the possibility of
Enemy
using
ships
that.
detected.
Guess I'll have to brainstorm what kind of low slot I want to put there. Yeah, I'll probably be selling them or doing a giveaway eventually with them, depending on how it goes.
We're under attack.
Maybe when the Marauders come out, I'll use 2 of them to build one of them.
We're under attack. Fleet warp.
I haven't seen a bounty tick since we did the 5 million, so... this will be interesting. Well, there's a bounty for
Warp
the
drive
4
active.
million that we did earlier.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
Yeah,
We're
it would
under
be
attack.
really nice having, like we had the other day, where I had like 3 labs in the same system. That was wild. I got 2 minutes on that.
Enemy ships detected. Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
Probably not.
We're under attack.
Normally what my plans are for Christmas are to sit at home, play video games, and go have dinner with my family. We might have dinner with the neighbors as well, who knows. But that's about all my plans are.
Enemy ships detected.
How about yourself? You doing anything in particular? I know a lot of people like to go on, like, a cruise or something during that time as well. Oh, there's our bounty tick, lagging everything. Look at all the mission completions. Right, what did we get? 16. Okay. What does that turn out to be?
Enemy ships detected.
Okay, so that was 96 million ISK in a bounty tick.
We're under attack.
Awesome.
Fleet warp.
Yeah, each person is to their own as far as taking care of like holidays and stuff. Not one person has to have the
Warp
same
drive
holiday as
active.
the next. I know a lot of people celebrate a lot of different things throughout the year. And that's really cool. how cool these ships are. Luckily, my work shuts down for major holidays like
Enemy ships
Christmas
detected.
and like one other day of the year. But otherwise, we're expected to work. Sometimes they'll close early, but most times not. Yeah, the Interstellar Bazaar lettering has a really nice coloration and, like, flame to it. Look at that. It
Enemy
actually only
ships
flames up
detected.
for a little bit and then goes back down.
We're under attack.
Why couldn't they have moved that just a little bit further back so that the missile wasn't right on it? Come on, man. It's these little details. Like, you know there's a turret there. Just move it back just a little bit. Don't obscure it. Ah, little details like that.
We're under attack.
Yeah, it looks like they've been struck by an asteroid or something, and it's caused all this fracturing and fire.
Fleet warp.
Because it's got this weird halo thing on top.
Warp drive active.
There's some kind of face here or something.
We're under attack.
I honestly don't know what coloration I like the most. I think this white and red looks really nice. The blue is a little underwhelming. I really hoped it would look a little different. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, is that a Triglavian? It's kind of weird though. Wait, what? Is that a sword symbol or something that pops up right here? What is that?
Enemy ships detected.
It's not like Excalibur. Come on, do it again. Do the funny light thing. Oh, oh.
Enemy
There
ships
it
detected.
goes. Too fast to see. I do really like the white with the red. It looks so incredible. Really shows off the ship quite well. Which, by the way, they still haven't done anything with the shield on the Marshal. It's still tiny. Maybe it's intentional. I don't know.
Warp drive active.
I think they made it smaller. What? Did they make the shield smaller? Yeah, it's now lore that Concord doesn't want to protect anything other than essential modules.
Enemy ships detected.
Front half of the ship? Nah, that's not important. Yeah, I swear to you, they made the shield smaller. How'd they manage that? Now you can barely even see it.
Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, huge resistance increase for capitals. And it's not one-time use. Hooray! All they need to do is add the panic button for the roarfall now. Which is literally what the, what the old capital energizer was, is the panic button.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Yeah, I gotta see, yeah. Yeah, the capital energizer was a huge ISK sink. Damage control. Basic capital energy, capital damage control. Ooh, wow. That's cool. 15%. 16.9%. 16.4%. Interesting.
We're under attack.
Yeah,
We're
that's
under attack.
really nice. So that's the one that I figure most people will go for. 30-second activation, 180-second downtime. 35-second activation, 210-second. So for 5 more seconds,
Enemy ships detected.
you can have it active. But you're gonna have it up, off cooldown. Yeah, that last one doesn't seem so good. I think the middle one is the best. Let's see. 30-second 180, yeah. Yeah, this Imperial Navy one is gonna be the best one. Yeah, the high-res one is the better one. It has shorter cooldown, but 5 seconds shorter activation time. And much higher resistance. I don't know.
Warp drive active.
I just don't think the Federation Navy one is that great. The Imperial Navy is so much better. If the Imperial Navy one... No, if the Federation Navy one was 40 or 45 seconds,
We're under
maybe you could see using that one instead. But I'd rather have the higher resistance on a shorter cooldown. 210 seconds is a long cooldown compared to 180. I mean, that's just crazy.
enemy ships detected. Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Where is that? That's in Hisogo, that's in New Caldari. Guess I don't care. Oh, we got a 4 million lab in system.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Look how many small ships are in this wave. That's why it takes so long for, like, large missiles and torpedoes to get through labs.
Enemy ships detected.
We had a ship that could turn torpedoes into, like, short-range rapids. That'd be hilarious. Just have the application of a rapid missile on a torpedo. Okay, so what was that bounty tip? So that was 10-5.
Enemy ships detected.
It would be short range, and the same activation time that it would normally have, but it would have the application of, like, a rapid missile. That would be very funny.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
And I'm talking, like, snub-nosed railgun kind of range. Just make it, like, super short
Enemy
range,
ships detected.
but extremely high damage
We're
and
under
application.
attack. We're under attack.
I wonder if we'll ever get polarized weapons. Yeah, so polarized weapons in EVE Online are weapons that have much higher damage and activation times. I'm pretty sure it's faster activation time. Could be the same activation time. But they completely remove all of your resistances.
Enemy
So you will
ships
have
detected.
0 resistance on shield, hull, and armor. Literal glass cannon. So in EVE Online, a destroyer running like the equivalent of our snub-nose railguns would be like 400 DPS. With the polarized version of that, it'll remove all of its resistances, and it'll be doing somewhere in the 700 DPS range. And because you have no resistances, and you can't get any resistances, you can fit for, like, a passive tank, or you can just go full DPS, and if you die, you die. I doubt they'll come to this game. I don't think the devs want to put that much effort into making a whole new style of weapon for every single class and weapon size. But there's no, like, polarized, the only weapons that are actually polarized are the shortest range version of whatever weapon it is you're selecting. So for railguns, it's a polarized snub-nose railgun. In terms of missiles, it's usually a polarized torpedo.
Fleet group.
So you'd be like,
Warp
on the
drive
Anubis,
active.
it would be, I think you would have like a 50-kilometer range torpedo, the polarized torpedo. Of course, that could go much higher with like the sniper module. You'd probably be sitting somewhere around like 90 kilometers on a torpedo with the sniper module, I think. As a sort of sniper fit.
Enemy ships detected.
It's actually not that bad if you've got shield extenders on. You can run almost all of these
Enemy
missions
ships
with like
detected.
no healing if you only run shield extenders.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
And it would be pretty good.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
I just want all of my ships to warp at the same time. Please. Just let me be like an EVE Online fleet and just warp all together at once in a giant blob.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Heck, I don't even know if we'll get overheating in this game. We've got stuff that's kind of similar to it with nanocores, but I'm surprised they haven't added like an overheat function.
Enemy ships detected.
Ah yes, the very calm music as I'm in the middle of a battle.
Enemy ships detected. Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Can I do my missions for this week yet? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that for this update. Just in case there's like a copyright issue with the in-game music.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
I don't want to be the first one to find out.
Enemy ships detected. Enemy ships detected.
I really do like the new music though. It's such a cool, like, rock style. I don't think it's their best music. I do really like the one we just had and the Neon Rain audio. But this one's pretty good. I'm telling you, they just need to let us play any of those old songs as music in space so we're not listening to the same two space sounds. I mean, they can't tell me that there's not radios on these things.
Fleet
Then I can't
warp.
play, like, E-Echoes on the air.
Warp drive active.
Hmm.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
Well, by the time I got all of my modules activated, everything was dead.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Yeah,
We're
you should
under
definitely listen to the new soundtrack. It's really good. But they need to allow us to use it in space and not just in the station. I'd like some variety. Even if they allow us to, like, change the battle music to, like, the the 2022 celebration music or whatever. It'd be good. It would be good.
Fleet.
Alright, so as I'm coming up to my last 2 missions of the day, I just want to ask if anybody watching would
Warp
please
drive
go to my
active.
YouTube channel. It's under the name you see here, Orion IKO. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch. I upload most of my VODs to my YouTube, and it gives me a really good opportunity to interact with you when I am not streaming.
We're under
And
attack.
it really means the world to me.
We're under attack.
Have you seen if anybody's put up any videos yet on the Starbreak core? I can't say I follow all the YouTubers for you, Becca's, but I don't think I've seen anything new yet.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're under attack.
And those are bounties.
Enemy ships detected.
I love when the bounties come through and they lag everything. 12-5, that was pretty good. Well, what did I tell you? We get a purple nanocore and we start hitting double-digit bounties here in high sec. Who'd have thunk it?
Fleet.
And that's just bounties. That's not even including all the mission rewards and stuff that we're getting.
Warp drive active.
So in 2.5 hours, a little bit less, I've done 522 million ISK
We're under
in
attack.
bounties and missions.
We're under attack.
That's a huge improvement over what the Marshal was doing. The Marshal was doing about 370. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's just a... I think if they just remove the notifications altogether and make it one notification that says bounties were collected or
We're
whatever,
under attack.
you would see a huge improvement in game performance for that.
We're under attack.
But yeah, when you get 10 different missions completing at the same time, that is rough. It's funny. I find it enjoyable because it's so laggy, but it could definitely be slimmed down to just like bounty missions available or reward missions completed as one notification, not 10. Or
Enemy
make
ships
that like a
detected.
toggle in settings. Show notifications and don't show notifications. Something like that. Very nice and easy to do. Alright, well that was my last mission of the day. Thank you for joining me, and good luck and be safe.
Autopilot engaged. Warp drive active.